The address that follows was given at Croydon National Spiritualist Church on Sunday the 25th of January 1987.
God bless you, dear ones, and greetings.
Greetings.
No man is an island. I would like this morning to explain to you or ask you to think about our purpose in coming to you, to put words through our instruments in this fashion. And we pray always that you may find something therein to take away and to think about in your own private moments. We come to those who are not born into spiritualist families to help you to obtain your evidence, to satisfy yourself that survival is indeed a truth. But of the utmost importance, and that I really mean, is the philosophy. Because unless that philosophy is put into your daily, everyday living, so much becomes valueless. And those who come to you to help from the world of spirit, as you call it, do so because they are well qualified, partly by means of having travelled this path before you, in addition to training. They know the pitfalls, they know the mistakes, they are very aware of stones against which you, their loving charge, may dash your feet. Although it is true, no man is an island, it is better, is it not, to think of yourselves as a link in a chain or chains. You are not alone. One accepts, even expects, a certain amount of independence when adult life is reached. But one should not lean too heavily upon others, except for times of genuine necessity, when it is the other's pleasure and even their duty to give you that help and support that you need. Some links, some chains of which you may be a part, may may seem important and others do not. But there is one story that I'm quite certain I have told before. But in our particular context this morning, it bears a repetition. In 1963, Dr. James Dobson was a science teacher in a junior high school in Los Angeles. And 12 years after he had relinquished that position, a girl telephoned him and asked him if he would mind telling her which church he attended, and could she meet him there at a service. Perhaps slightly puzzled, Dr. Dobson told her, and they duly met. About to part after the service, Dr. Dobson asked the girl just why, after so long, she had chosen to telephone him. And the girl said to him, I telephoned you. I wanted the contact because you are the one and only person in my life who has believed in me and treated me with respect. Now there was a link that had existed for 12 whole years. And yet, until that feeling rose within the girl that she wanted to contact her previous teacher, perhaps neither of them had really thought very much about that link. Now, Dr. Dobson was a man who believed in kindness and firm discipline, and he rarely had any problems with his students. Now what about these chains in which you, each and every one, form a link? Some, of course, may be of your own choosing. You have come into this church of your own free will. But you may have relatives, workmates, neighbours, all sorts of people with which there is some kind of link, but not of your own choosing. I do regard this as very important, that people realize that they are a link in a chain, or perhaps many chains. Occasionally, one meets a person who feels that he or she is quite sufficient unto themselves, and somehow they cannot see that a number of things that occur in their daily life do so because of someone else. Now I wonder how many of you think about your personal progress. I mean spiritual progress. The kind of inward looking about which you heard in our reading. How many think and check up upon your own personal progress? As I've said, not many, not necessarily mediumistically, but have I improved or grown as a person? That is quite a good question to take into a quiet moment of thought with you. And you know, one very important thing occurs to me when we think about chains and their links. Any chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Very rarely indeed is there a chain that has not got a link that is a little weaker than the others, perhaps slightly, but nevertheless it is there. Now we have said that no man is an island. You are linked in various ways, in various chains. But there's one thing, although you cannot always choose your particular chain, there is one thing that you can and should decide for yourself. And it is another matter that I recommend that you put into that thinking or quiet or meditation time, whatever you may choose to call it. And to me, it comes under the heading of positive thinking. And you, each and everyone without exception, can, if you so desire, make up your mind in this fashion. Whatever particular chain there is in which I make a link, I will not become that weakest one. God's blessing and his strength be with you.